Welcome back, Level Casters. Today, we have an exciting story for you. It is about a big race. This race was not on a track. It was in space. We will talk about the space race. This was a competition. Two big countries wanted to be first in space. These countries were the United States and the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union was a large country. It is now many different countries. The United States is still the United States. This race started in the 1950s. It continued into the 1970s. Both countries wanted to show they were the best. They wanted to show their science was the best. They wanted to show their technology was the best. Technology is how we make things work. Like computers or rockets. The space race was a very important time. It changed many things. It made people look up at the sky. It made them dream of other worlds. We will learn about some important events. We will learn about some important people. These people were very brave. They went to space. They explored the unknown. Unknown means something we do not know. This story has a beginning. It has a middle. It has an end. It is a story of human ambition. Ambition means a strong desire to do something great. Get ready for an amazing journey. Our journey is about space. Our journey is about history. Let's begin our story now. The space race began with a big surprise. On October 4, 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1. Sputnik 1 was the first satellite. A satellite is a machine that orbits Earth. Orbits means it goes around and around. It was a small metal ball. It had 4 long antennas. Antennas send and receive signals. Sputnik 1 went around Earth. It sent radio signals. People on Earth could hear its beep beep sound. This sound was very famous. It was a big shock for the United States. They thought they would be first. This made the United States work harder. They wanted to catch up. They wanted to be number 1 in space. In 1958, the United States launched its first satellite. It was called Explorer 1. This was their answer to Sputnik. The race was now truly on. Both countries made bigger rockets. They wanted to send living things to space. The Soviet Union sent a dog named Laika. Laika was the first animal in orbit. Orbit means to go around a planet or moon. This was another big step. People were excited. People were also worried. Was space safe? Could humans go there? These questions were important. Scientists worked very hard. Engineers worked very hard. Engineers design and build things. They wanted to make rockets safe. They wanted to make spaceships safe. The dream of human spaceflight was growing. It was becoming real. The space race reached its peak. The big goal was to send a human to space. On April 12, 1961, the Soviet Union did it first. Yuri Gagarin was the first man in space. He was a cosmonaut. A cosmonaut is a Russian astronaut. He orbited Earth 1 time. His trip lasted 108 minutes. When he came back, he was a hero. This was a huge victory for the Soviet Union. The United States wanted to be first too. President John F. Kennedy made a big promise. He said America would send a man to the moon. And they would do it before 1970. This was a very difficult goal. Many people thought it was impossible. But scientists and engineers worked tirelessly. They built huge rockets. These rockets were called Saturn V. They were very powerful. They built special spacecraft. These were called Apollo missions. An Apollo mission was a journey to the moon. On July 20, 1969, it happened. Apollo 11 landed on the moon. Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. He was an astronaut. An astronaut is an American space traveler. He said, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Mankind means all humans. This was an amazing moment. People all over the world watched. They watched on television. It was a triumph for the United States. It was a triumph for all humanity. After the moon landing, the space race changed. The competition was still there, but it was not as intense. Both countries had achieved amazing things. The United States continued to explore space. They sent more Apollo missions to the moon. They launched space stations. A space station is a large satellite. People can live and work there. The Soviet Union also continued its space program. They focused on space stations. They learned a lot about long space stays. Long space stays mean living in space for a long time. Over time, the two countries started to cooperate. To cooperate means to work together. They shared knowledge. They shared technology. In 1975, they had a joint mission. It was called the Apollo-Soyuz Test Project. An American Apollo spacecraft docked with a Soviet Soyuz spacecraft. Docked means they connected in space. Astronauts and cosmonauts met in space. They shook hands. This was a symbol of peace. It showed that enemies could work together. The space race ended, but space exploration continued. It led to many new inventions. It led to new understanding of Earth. It led to new understanding of the universe. The space race pushed humanity forward. It showed what we can do. It showed what is possible. It showed the power of human spirit.
That was a great story about space.
Yes, the space race was very exciting.
I learned about Sputnik 1.
It was the first satellite.
And Yuri Gagarin was first in space.
He was a cosmonaut.
Neil Armstrong walked on the moon.
That was a big moment.
The United States and Soviet Union competed.
They both wanted to be first.
It pushed technology forward.
Yes, many new things came from it.
Like bigger rockets.
And better spacecraft.
It was a very important time.
It showed human ambition.
I liked learning about it.
Me too. Space is amazing.
And the moon landing was incredible.
A giant leap for mankind.
That was a great lesson.
I agree. Keep learning, Levelcasters.
Great work today. Keep practicing and see you next time on Levelcast.